The New York Yankees have made a sneaky good signing, adding to this team in a huge way. But Brian Cashman and the New York Yankees are not done making moves, as it's official. We have the update on Oswaldo Cabrera's injury and how that's going to impact the rest of this season, as the Yankees are going to make some subsequent moves because of this. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Yankees Digest. It's Chris here. And guys, if you are part of that 77% that's not subscribed to Yankees Digest, make sure to subscribe. You guys have been absolutely killing it recently. We appreciate all the support you've brought on Yankees Digest, myself included, especially as the only Yankees Digest creator right now. I appreciate all the love you guys are giving to the channel. I'm really grinding for you guys. Videos every day, but let's jump into it. There's a lot to discuss. The New York Yankees made a very sneaky move, adding to this team in a huge way, as they, it was announced, have brought in another pitcher for this team after the Carlos Carrasco experiment went poorly. Now, jumping into this announcement, as mentioned by Greg Joyce and multiple other outlets, the Yankees signed veteran right-hander Anthony DeSclafani to a minor league deal Tuesday and assigned him to AAA Scranton Wilkes-Barre. The 35-year-old last pitched in the majors in 2023 for the Giants, posting a 4.88 ERA across 19 games and 18 starts before undergoing surgery in March of 2024 to repair the flexor tendon in his right arm. Now, on top of this, Joyce also mentioned that DeSclafani could represent starting depth for a team in need of it. Swingman Ryan Yarbrough is currently the Yankees' fifth starter, with Allen Winans as the next man up at AAA after Carlos Carrasco was DFA'd last week. Now, Carrasco currently is with Scranton Wilkes-Barre. He took an outright deal with the Yankees AAA affiliate, so there's that to be aware of, but Carrasco likely will not be back with the team in the near future, though down the line, if the Yankees do need him, they might add him back onto another contract. It is very possible. Brian Cashman, or not Brian Cashman, but Aaron Boone has said as much. Now, DeSclafani, I mean, look, for his career, 4.20 ERA, nice. But in all seriousness, not great. It's a guy who also, his last season pitching, his ERA was above that. So, obviously, at 35 years old, there's a chance that his best days are likely behind him. But he does give the Yankees a veteran arm when they need it. The Yankees obviously do have to wait for Luis Hill to come back for their pitching rotation to hit that next level. But they do have Ryan Yarbrough right now, who's been solid as that fifth starter. I mean, throughout the season thus far, he has an ERA of 3.70. That includes 10 games played with 2 starts and 24.1 innings pitched, and he has 20 strikeouts. His whip is solid as well. Yarbrough has been good for the Yankees. He's been a good left-hand arm, and the thing is, the Yankees do want another left-hand arm out of that bullpen, so having Yarbrough start does take that away. However, it does give them a viable option for a guy who could start, who can come off as a relief pitcher, mainly has been a relief pitcher, but does have 70 starts to his name. It's really helpful that Yarbrough is a guy who can do a lot. He's kind of a utility arm in that bullpen. But Carrasco definitely was right to move on from him. Had a 5.91 ERA with a negative .3 WAR in those 32 innings pitched. All but 2 of his games he started had a whip of 1.531, which is not good. So it made all the sense in the world for the New York Yankees to move on from Cookie. Now, Yarbrough in his 2 starts with the Yankees has been very, very good. I mean, an average of, or ERA of 3. He has 4 strikeouts in these 2 appearances as well. Not really a strikeout pitcher, but still really, really good stuff from Yarbrough thus far. You do have to like it. He also has a win to his name as well. So he's been good for the Yankees. I mean, pitched a total of 9 innings as a starter. He's not someone who's going to go 7 innings deep. He is really more of that long relief type arm who can start. So we'll usually see him go 4 to 5 innings. Sort of a bullpen game, but not exactly, if that makes sense, but more of a bullpen game than anything else. But they don't love Yarbrough clearly as the 5th starter long term. Now, again, part of this is just waiting for Luis Hill to come back sometime next month. We should see him in around a month from now, so that'll help a lot for this New York Yankees team. It's just a matter of getting everything back and really getting things going. But DeSclafani could be helpful for this New York Yankees team for sure. I'm really interested into seeing how the Yankees will go about using him. I imagine at some point he will get called up. They're probably just going to get him to warm up for a bit, kind of get everything going, get him kind of into game shape. They also, as mentioned, do have Allen Winans, who's been pitching very good in the minors, and for his career has been good in the minors, but in his 8 starts, which are all 8 games that he's ever played in the major leagues, he has struggled mightily, so the Yankees very likely could be a little bit afraid of using him, which is why they brought in a guy in DeSclafani who has shown some success at the major league level. Now, all that being said, there is more to go over with the New York Yankees, as we do have an update on Oswaldo Cabrera, which is absolutely huge for this team. As we know, Cabrera went down with that terrible injury, and I mean, he was having an all-right season. He was making a lot of errors at third base, but for a guy who's a talented fielder, if he got put into a more natural position like second base, he could also play first base or in the outfield. He's a utility guy who just struggled to get things down at third base, but had a 631 OPS, which is below average. The offense was below average, but he did give him a solid base runner. On top of that, he's a fine ninth hole hitter, and now he's out for the very long term with that injury, and it was confirmed that, well, Oswaldo did fracture his ankle. Not really surprising to hear. We sort of all knew that. But we do have multiple updates surrounding this situation as well. I mean, it was mentioned that Cabrera and the Yankees will get more information in the coming days on what exactly he is dealing with and just how long he will be out. He flew back to New York on Tuesday via the Steinbrenner's family jet, and we'll see a foot and ankle specialist, Dr. Justin Griesberg, on Wednesday for more tests and evaluation, with surgery potentially in play on Thursday. It was not immediately clear whether Cabrera had suffered any ligament damage in addition to the fractured ankle, but that could become clear during surgery and when he visits the specialist as well. Now, Aaron Boone did mention that it's classic Cabby when they all came and saw him in the hospital. He was in amazing spirits and making everyone feel good and grateful to see everyone. As Boone said, I would say he's doing great. Honestly, it's Cabby. He was smiling, he's happy, and trust he's in good hands. So Aaron Boone likes the situation as much as you can. And he also said that all things considered, the early rounds of things, good news considering they didn't have to do emergency surgery and things like that. Hopefully over the next couple of days, we know exactly what we're dealing with and start the mending process. If and when they do surgery, they'll go in there and get a better idea of what they're in there, of what exactly is needed, and then we'll see. So Aaron Boone, he's feeling all right with the situation as much as you possibly can. Obviously not an ideal situation for the New York Yankees whatsoever. So obviously not good news at all with Cabrera, but better than what we hoped for, or what we not hoped for, but better than what we expected initially. So obviously it's still going to be a long-term healing process for Cabby, and he's likely done for the season. And this comes at a time when DJ LeMahieu is getting ready to come back. Last season, he batted with a 204 batting average with 41 hits, 2 home runs, with 26 RBIs, and 19 runs scored in the 67 games he appeared in. Had no PS of 527. So LeMahieu's offense was not there. However, today's Wednesday, May 14th, he does make his first appearance of the season. He will debut at second base for the Yankees. Obviously, third base is something the Yankees are going to have to go over, and when Jazz Chisholm comes back, it's likely the Yankees will move LeMahieu to third base. LeMahieu was in the running to start at third base with Cabrera and Oswald Peraza, so we will likely see some time get split at third base while the Yankees try to figure that out. Look, the Yankees are going to make a move. They're going to trade for a third baseman. It's evidently clear that they're going to do that or trade for someone who could play third base because they desperately need one. They needed one last season, traded for Jazz. Now he's at second because that's his more natural position. Jazz currently out with that injury, but he will be back eventually, not in like months. He'll be back in a few weeks, so they'll have that as well. But they will need to go get a third baseman, so stay tuned for a lot of information coming up on that as well. But guys, who do you want to see the Yankees pursue for that third base spot? What do you think about LeMahieu coming back? What's your thoughts on the Oswaldo Cabrera situation? Do you like the Anthony DeSclafani signing? Would you rather see Ryan Yarbrough stick as the fifth starter until Luis Gil comes back? Let me know all that in the comments down below, and I will get back to you. I'm going to really get on the grind of answering these comments. I feel bad. I answer them on Knicks Digest more often than Yankees, and I got to get on that grind with Knicks, or with Yankees the way I do with Knicks. But guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe, like this video, turn on post notifications if you're feeling funky, or just turn on post notifications anyway, man. What are you doing? Why are you still here? The video's over. It actually is.